Good day, everybody. My name is Todd Standing. I'm the man who takes people out in the field and has them either live interact with or ride with Sasquatch. So I'm out here on my expedition. We're like day 5-ish, 6-ish. And we're at a spot called, we're going to call this the Salt Lick Trail for reasons that I'll show you in a few minutes. So I've been coming here for many, many years. I was almost going to, I'll give you a little pan of the area. I was going to put my trailer out here and make this a spot because up in these trees about 4 years ago, I had a really amazing Sasquatching where I came in here with an expeditioner and a Sasquatch came right down up onto this ridge. I could see a dark figure. We had a decent look at him. He started bashing and crashing around. Then we went in there to interact with him and he backed off, which sucks because part of what I loved about this Radium troop is when I get over to the other side of this mountain, this is our Strawberry Mountain, when I get on the other side of that mountain, they don't back away. They stand their ground. But for some reason, which really sucks, on this side of the mountain, which is logged, which has people, not often, but rarely people come here, they seem to back away. What was cool though is there's a road up there, and on that road, which is just right on this ridge, they made some amazing, fantastic tree breaks. Really, really cool tree breaks that were 9 feet off the ground approximately. And you can see here, so this is a nice tree break that's really old. This was here before I ever came here, probably 12 years ago. So, and I'll show you some stuff in a few minutes. Is there a break right over there, guys? Just that I'm seeing here. No, it's just a bend. But anyways, what I want to talk to about here was April of this year. My colleague here, who's with me this week, Craig,
Hi there.
had a really impressive incident that happened. You want to tell me about it?
Well, yeah, there's like 5 of us, but all the way from the road, there's these big footprints. I'll send you the video. I already sent you the video, but it's literally a footsteps like this far apart, all the way around. Like you have to like this to find them. And as we're doing it, there's snaps. They're just following us around. There's a snap on like the little ridge here, coming up. All the boys just like, what the hell's going on? They snap over here, and circle all the way through here around, and then yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like significant, like big old footprints. Yeah.
Right. We'll call those tracks a washout tracks. So they looked, so I saw the video, they're in line. They look just like Sasquatch tracks. Very impressive to me that they were on this trail at that time of year. So, and then he was interacting with them, having them up through the bush. Wonderful, amazing evidence. But so the other thing that I want to talk about with Craig, I'm gonna put him on the spot here. So Craig really badly last year. So he's been coming with me 2 years now, a lot. He went up to Radium this week. He's been all over the place. He's an excellent student / colleague of mine. We're doing amazing. I'm really excited for Craig because for the first time in his life, he was really devoted. He has a mindset to it. He was saying it, man, next year I'm gonna see a Sasquatch. I'm gonna see a Sasquatch. And guess what, Craig? Craig, did you see a Sasquatch?
I did, yeah. Early
Ooh.
March or March 20th in Nordag. Yeah.
I want you to tell me about it, please. The whole thing.
Oh man, step on the spot.
I know. I want to put you on the spot, make you be raw, because you gave me the description. It was very animated. So you're out with many people.
Yeah.
Tell me the whole thing, everything.
There's like 4 of us out dirt biking.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm not really good at explaining stories like that, I guess. Shit.
I remember though. You guys were out.
Yeah.
This was late at night. Tell me about what made you think the Sasquatch were around you?
Well, just constant snaps. Like I was getting everyone together because a bunch of my friends heard like them like jibber jabbering together, like this weird like I don't know language. I was like out dirt biking, finding my buddy. Came back. I was all excited. Got everyone headlamps. We're about to go in the woods. And,
Okay, hold on. So, tell me about you heard snaps, and then what about the whoop whoop? Do that you were hearing?
So you go, whoo.
Right.
Yeah, but that was after I seen it. Like this was before I seen it. It was like
Okay.
we're going up the road. We're about to go in the woods where we always go.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a snap, like a super loud snap on the right. And like 3 of my buddies were like, okay, that was super weird. So I was like, let's go over there. And then we start going over there, and lure all my buddies over there. And my buddy Tyson's like, no, let's go to where we always go, on the other side of the road. So I was kind of like the last guy in the pack, and then everyone kind of went where we go play like this game called Moss's Law. There's just so many fallen trees. We just rip on trees all night.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so I was the last guy in the pack. We crossed the road. We're in the area, and my buddies are playing this like really loud music. I was just like hearing snaps. I was like, okay, they're definitely around. This is super weird. And so we're just walking. I was the last guy in the pack, and I was like, okay, I can't hear anything. They're so loud. But I was just like this. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go this way. And as soon as we went like this, it was low, like not far, like probably where they are away. And yeah, it's just like low. It's like got its eyes out. 1, 2, 3. It's just gone. Like it covered ground so fast. I was kind of in shock. I was like, this copter was like, shut off the music. I was like, be
So,
quiet.
so hold on. So you were walking in one direction.
Yeah.
And you turned around, Crazy Ivan.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's random.
And how bright is your headlight?
It's like 1,000 lumens. Like it's like I could easily blind those guys almost.
Right. In the night. This is crazy. I've seen his headlights. Oh my God. They hurt your eyes. So, but at the distance he's talking, so he's saying at the distance where these guys are away, it's not going to annihilate the Sasquatch, but
me. I
so,
was the last guy in the pack.
So it was following you guys. So after hearing all these sounds and all these snaps, the Sasquatch was right behind you on the trail, on the walking trail.
No, not on a trail. I was in the middle of the woods.
In the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
What made you look that way?
Well, I was just tired of like they're being so loud. Like they're playing like blasting music through the woods.
Your friends.
I was like, okay, I'm not here for that. I was like, okay, I know they're around. Like I get that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, okay, here's these guys going like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there.
So did you feel to look that way? Why'd you look that way?
I was just trying to get away from everyone else, kind of.
Okay.
And as soon as we did, I caught up to everyone. I was like, okay, you guys shut off the music. I was kind of like getting a little angry with them. I was like, just be quiet, like please. As soon as we be quiet for a second, just like a thud, like a boom. Like
Sasquatch boom.
Like right where it was.
Yeah.
And then I was like, everyone heard like, okay, that's weird. Okay, whatever. And then I was telling my buddy what happened. And I was like, okay, we're about to go back into the woods. Like we go to this car or whatever. Like we always go down there. And as soon as we're about to go in the woods, it's like it barks right at me, like right from where we're about to go. And like after that, it's like we're in the woods, and like even my dog went nuts. Like he was just like kind of freaking out.
Yeah.
And I was like having to go catch him, like grab him, keep him by me. He's just like smelling around, didn't know what's going on, kind of deal. Yeah, it's kind of like the moral of my story. It's like early March.
Tell me more about, so when you saw the Sasquatch, what color were his eyes?
Well, they shined right. Like to be honest, the whole thing kind of glowed. Like it was like this weird like reflection or shine to it. Yeah, when I first seen it, it was low. It was like low.
How big would you estimate the weight of it?
I wouldn't
by
know
thickness.
I wouldn't know.
Was he like a gorilla?
He's significantly bigger than human. Like significantly.
Okay, compared to a gorilla, how big do you think he was?
I don't know.
How big were his arms compared to a gorilla? To a bear, then. Like you know what?
So much taller than a bear. Like it looked like if it was like. I don't know how it covered like to that tree probably in like 3 steps.
So
like it was
10 yards
like
and 3 steps.
Got his eyes out and it was like boom, boom. It was just caught. Like
right.
I knew it got caught.
Did it stay low when it was moving?
No, it stood up. Like it was just like.
Okay, so it was low when you saw
and
it.
And then it got its eyes out and just took off.
Right, and what color do the eyes look like did the eyes ever look in your direction?
Yeah, they're like a red.
So in the light though, in the bright light, they were red.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what I really want. So I've heard this from. I've always said this Japanese chatter. Never ever heard it from anybody that I considered, that I know, that I trust would be real, until there are Sasquatch in Nordegg. I took Survivor Man and Jeff Meldrum saw a Sasquatch in Nordegg. That's something they do in Nordegg. So all this story shines true. I've worked with this man. I've spent, we're probably over hundreds of hours we spent together walking around doing research. And for the first time, a colleague and friend of mine has actually heard the Japanese chat. I mean, when did you start hearing the Japanese sound? What did it sound like?
That was the year before. That was like the year before in the same area.
Okay.
It was like May 1st, I think. It was my buddy's sister's birthday. Cause we like freaked out after.
Right.
And you just heard them like mountain to mountain kind of whooping at each other. Before you know it.
What would the whoop sound like?
Like, I can't really do it, but it's like a
right.
like
good.
A big, deep though. It's like a huge, it sounds like an 800-pound ape.
Right.
Doing it. But you like literally like one mountain to another, you can hear them like whooping to each other.
Yeah. Like literally 10 times louder than what you just did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Powerful lungs.
Yeah.
Like not even, this is something a human being couldn't even do, right?
No.
As you're doing it.
It's not even close.
Right.
My buddy's pretty good at it. Like he mimics it. He can actually get them to respond almost.
Yeah.
And but anyways, so yeah, I was like, all of a sudden you heard them. Like one came from that one came from this one. They kind of met up to each other, and like we didn't know, like the way we said, we didn't know if they're fighting or fucking. But like they're screaming at each other. They're like, what that? Like this weird language. Like it sounded like dogs fighting with this like weird gibberish. Yeah.
And do the gibberish again?
I couldn't. Like it's just I've replayed it so many times. It's like.
Is it Japanese sounding?
Oh, like this weird.
Yeah. I could see how people would call that Japanese chatter, and I've never heard that before. One of the theories that he had was he was thinking maybe there were 2 different troops. I would strongly disagree with that. Yeah, they were on different sides of the river, but I don't know. Not likely though. They probably knew each other. They were probably, I don't know. There's a million things that can be going on arguing about, but really significant to me because I didn't know orbs are real, and because I'd never seen orbs. I've seen them now. Caitlin who's going to be on this YouTube channel, who's doing lots of work with us, who is on the YouTube channel. She was in the Nia Bay. She has orb evidence for videos, photographs, and then of course I was acceptable to orb evidence when Survivor Man said he saw orbs and they were related to Sasquatch. And this is a really big deal for me, seeing that a colleague in a space where I know there are Sasquatch had that similar to Japanese. Would you call it? Was Japanese chatter the? Well,
it was just like,
you're kind of sounding almost Ewok-y, like
yeah, like
right?
that more, yeah.
So maybe we don't even call it Japanese chatter, we call it Ewok chatter, because some of the people that are doing the Japanese chatter, I happen to know are, I don't trust them, but I trust this man. Congratulations on your success.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm so
I called
happy.
you right after. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, I've replayed it like 1,000 times on mine, and every time it's just like everything.
We're having a really good year. He went to the top of Radium. I'm super proud of him. And
it's a hike for sure.
And he's been out here a lot, so we're doing great. The Radium stuff is going really well. The purpose of me doing expeditions, the truth is out now, is because I want to grow, I want to expand. This man does things completely different than me. He is literally out here playing, like he called it the lava game, you heard of, where he's walking on logs, playing on logs, and trying not to fall. So he's going from log to log. He's running through the wilderness at night with his friends, playing. So playing music, having a great time. Very almost the opposite of what I do with you, right?
Yeah.
So it's really the opposite, and he's getting incredible great success, making me think maybe I should be running through the woods at night playing lava. And because the best trainers in the world train dogs, train animals, train with play now. Play is, and what an amazing way to build a relationship interspecies wise, is to play together. So all part of why I want to work with people that are not like me, that have different ideas than me. And I'm always, you have to admit too, I'm always like, Craig will say, buddy, let's go out, let's do some stuff at night, let's get crazy, right? And we do, right? Because he pushes me out of my comfort zone. You see how you do that, right?
Oh yeah, I like night biking, stuff like that.
Yeah. Right, so he pushes me, and same with me, he'd be like, I'm gonna get out there and do that. I'm like, no, and then he goes, well, Todd, we're gonna do it your way because this is your research site and your way.
Yeah.
So we complement each other by being extremely different. I get along so well. He makes me so proud to be Canadian, jumping in the ice bath water, being a crazy, fun, easygoing guy. I love that about Canadians. So thank you very much for tuning into my Sasquatch Sunday video. This is me out in Radium in June. I'm going to post this obviously in a couple weeks. Very excited about the success that all of my brother goes out has success in Florida after training out here. That's part of the cooperation success. Someone who's learning from this YouTube channel about what we're doing goes out in Washington or Montana or Wyoming, you name the spot, and has success. It all comes back because we need to make this discovery. The discovery is moving forward because we are cooperating like people all over the country, all over this continent now. And I'm really, really excited about it. So stay tuned for more. We're growing, we're expanding, and I couldn't be happier about it. Talk to you soon. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.